Hello, and welcome to customer service training at PharmaSave. My name is Anna Robson, Territory Manager for Southwestern Ontario. Meeting customers' and patients' expectations is our highest priority. A solid foundation and commitment to providing excellent customer service is a requirement by every staff member to achieve this goal. We want our customers to walk into our store and say, "Wow, I'll be back." This video will cover the basics of providing exceptional customer service. Today's agenda will include store image and brand, customers' expectations, including in-person, over the phone, and online. We'll review what customer service looks like for your external customers, your customers and patients, and internal customers, your team members. Mastering both are critical for the operation of the pharmacy. We will review important PharmaSave services, programs, and products that have many functions to create sales and serve customers as effectively as possible and to ensure that the customers return. At the end of the video, you will have a greater understanding of PharmaSave's commitment to customer service and various methods to do so. Before we get started, it is important to note every PharmaSave store is independently owned and operated. This presentation provides an overview about what general PharmaSave customer service standards are. You will receive further on-the-job training by your owner or manager with more specifics about what excellent services mean in your store. Let's start off with who is PharmaSave. PharmaSave is a member-owned and governed cooperative. Every store owner is a shareholder of PharmaSave. We have a board of directors comprising of PharmaSave store owners. Region office employees work for our store owners, sharing the common goal of having a successful pharmacy. Our culture is based on cooperation and collaboration, where each individual store realizes the benefits of being part of a large, coordinated, and cohesive partnership of entrepreneurs that is more than 800 stores strong in Canada. PharmaSave East includes 5 provinces: New Brunswick, Newfoundland and Labrador, Nova Scotia, Ontario, and Prince Edward Island. PharmaSave name stands for quality, community, and service in all regions. Our strength is in our name and reputation across the country as the best drugstore in your community. PharmaSave differentiates itself from competitors through personalized service delivered by caring healthcare professionals who build strong relationships with their patients and within their community. Customers trust PharmaSave to provide exceptional service at fair prices in convenient and welcoming drugstores. Our customers include patients, caregivers, or family members requiring professional pharmacy services. PharmaSave is committed to providing exceptional service and support in all of those in their community. How do we build and maintain trust with our patients? PharmaSave strives to be the best in class for pharmacy services. It's PharmaSave's commitment to providing industry-leading support and services to maintain customers' health and well-being. Every single store employee contributes to the success of this commitment. Your store owner is counting on you to provide the best customer service every single day. Now that we have reviewed our commitment to customer service, let's review who are our customers. Customers generally fall into 2 categories. It is important to recognize most customers are in your store to purchase or receive pharmacy services to maintain wellness or manage an illness for themselves or for a loved one. The customer or loved one may not be feeling well. They may have an acute or chronic condition. They may be in pain, and often their ailment is not visible. Always have compassion and empathy when interacting with customers. A warm, friendly smile and acknowledging a customer's presence goes a long way. Now, some of our customers shop for retail therapy to socialize and connect with others. Visiting your store might be part of their daily routine. The reason for this visit is very different. A wide variety of people in your community shop in your store. The level of customer service which should be consistent for all customers. Why is customer service important? It establishes loyalty and repeat visits. The power of a first impression is a one-time opportunity, and this will distinguish you from your competition. When does it matter? Always, you never get a second chance to make a first impression. Every customer matters. Speaking of first impressions, every aspect of the business can affect your customer's real or perceived experience. Here are some examples of a positive first impression: a clean and inviting store, product availability, accuracy in pricing and promotions, acknowledging the customer's presence quickly, knowledgeable staff, being polite and friendly to ensure a positive shopping experience. At the end of every transaction, remember to say thank you to the customer for coming in and hope to see them again soon. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. Store image is an important part of the customer service experience. Begin each shift with housekeeping duties to maintain the store's image. You should have a daily floor walk to ensure all areas are reviewed before the store opens. Look at the store through the eyes of a customer, not from the perspective of an owner, manager, or staff member. What is out of place? What needs merchandising? What needs to be cleaned? What needs to be taken care of? A customer's experience starts in the parking lot. Be sure all entrances are clean and uncluttered. Cleanliness of the floor and counters is very important and should be maintained. Safety is paramount for both customers and staff. If there is clutter on the sales floor, such as totes and boxes, be sure to remove them as soon as possible. If the floors are wet, dry them as soon as possible. These are examples of safety hazards. Check to see if there are shelf holes and ensure items are priced. Missing signage is unprofessional, and importantly, the customer will be less likely to purchase if pricing is missing. Remember, store image is everyone's responsibility. We have a saying at the PharmaSave Region office: programs don't run a business, people do. In other words, people are shopping in the store because of you. Remember to bring a positive attitude to work each day. A smile and warm greeting is important and may possibly be the best part of someone's day. Be friendly and greet or acknowledge your customer quickly in the first few moments of their visit. Ask them how you can help them and listen to the customer's needs. Always walk the customer to the product and try not to point. This will also give time to further interact with your customer and determine their needs. If there is an issue, try to resolve with an alternative product. Never forget to suggest PharmaSafe brand items that we will discuss in an upcoming slide. Please do not give advice regarding OTCs, over-the-counter items such as pain, cough, cold, allergy, vitamins, and stomach. Only pharmacists can do so. Don't overstep or overestimate the level of customer service you can support in these categories, as there is liability in providing medical advice to a customer. You can speak directly to your pharmacist and owner about these guidelines for clear instruction at the store. Treat others the way you would want to be treated, the golden rule. Customer service extends to all customers, including those who call into the store. Let's review telephone etiquette. Answer phones promptly. If you smile when you answer the phone, your voice will automatically sound positive to the receiver. An example of a greeting would be, "Good morning or afternoon, Main Street PharmaSave. How may I help you?" Remember to speak slowly and clearly. Actively listen and take messages and notes as needed. Don't forget customers on hold. Ask if you can take a message if they have been on hold for more than a few minutes. And now the 7 P's of phone etiquette. Being prepared is important to start your shift on the right foot. Be aware of flyer items, delivery options, and other special things going on at the store. Be present. Do your best to stay present in the conversation on the phone and try not to be distracted with others around you. Be polite. Be patient. You may have customers on the phone that may speak slowly or may be hard of hearing. Be personable. Show you care. Remember people's names is always a way to connect. Be professional. Simple greetings and thanking them for coming by will build lasting relationships. Be proactive. Go the extra mile. Ordering product, finding another PharmaSafe store that can help, taking down customers' information to see if anything can be done once the owner or manager comes in. Show you care will greatly be appreciated by the customer. Customer and staff privacy is a critical component of the customer service experience in a community pharmacy. Your pharmacy is a healthcare setting and privacy is paramount. Being respectful of a patient's medical history or medication is crucial. Be mindful of how loud you may be speaking with the patient and if other patients can overhear. Patients have the right to auditory privacy. Who shops in your store, what they buy, and what services they receive is personal and private and not to be shared with family and friends. This includes front shop products. Keep it professional. Don't gossip about private matters. What happens in the store stays in the store, and this extends to social media postings. Your store may have a confidentiality policy, which you may be required to sign upon hiring. Customer service is about teamwork. How you treat others, not just customers, is very important. Customers can tell if you are not getting along with a fellow staff member. This type of environment generally makes the customer feel uncomfortable, wanting to end the shopping experience as soon as possible and possibly not return. While it doesn't happen often, sometimes there may be an issue to resolve. Keep a few things in mind if this happens. Acknowledge the differences and discuss with those involved. It's important to keep these conversations away from the customer. If needed, please advise your manager to help in resolving the issue. And remember, every individual is different, and there's often more than one way of handling a situation. Often it comes to light it was just a misunderstanding or miscommunication, and there was no intent to be difficult. But this can only be discovered if you talk about it. If the intent is good, there is always a solution. Don't take it personally. Now let's change gears and talk about customer complaints. Some customers will let you know immediately that they have a concern, and we'll talk about how to manage those situations shortly. Other customers leave the store and choose to complain to the region office instead. This is becoming more common approach to customers as they use it to lodge a complaint, thinking the head office will make the situation right. However, as already mentioned, each PharmaSafe store is independently owned and operated, and complaints are rerouted back to the store owner as only they can resolve a store-specific issue. This slide provides an overview of the most common type of complaints the region office receives. As we review, think about how your store would fare, and is there a room for improvement to make the customer shopping experience better? Not honoring a flyer price if your store happens to be a non-flyer store. Not having the product in store. Not honoring the PharmaSafe brand return policy. We will go over this in an upcoming slide. If a product isn't competitively priced. Privacy issues as previously discussed. Not being treated with respect. Being disappointed by technology. Do everything you can to be proactive and make it right for your customer. Ask your owner or manager how to manage these types of situations if they arise in your store. Serving difficult customers can be a stressful experience. Sometimes they have a complaint about a product or service. They may not be feeling well, or they could simply be in a bad mood. We don't often know the cause, but there are steps to follow to help manage the situation. Let's review those steps now. Actively listen and don't interrupt the customer. Often they simply want to be heard. Maintain a professional and caring attitude. If their tone rises, and when it's your turn to speak, don't match it. Keep your tone even and calm. Empathize with them and do apologize for their inconvenience. This doesn't mean you necessarily agree with the customer, it's simply acknowledging their feelings. If you can make it right, do so. You may need the manager or owner to take over and authorize next steps. Finally, and this is often a hard one, don't take it personally. Customers have a wide range of life issues that they are dealing with. They may be taking their frustrations out on you. It's not fair, but it does happen. If the interaction is not respectful and the customer is insulting, degrading, or calling you names, call your owner or manager for backup immediately. In very, very rare circumstances, a customer may be completely out of line. It's important not to manage these situations alone. Your store should have a safety policy. Be familiar with the steps your owner has put in place to deal with a difficult situation. Call for backup immediately. Your owner or manager may decide to ask a customer to leave the store if they can't manage the situations. And lastly, in very, very rare situations where there will be a risk of staff or customer safety, the owner may ask the customer never to return to the store, is what we call fire a customer. Your owner or manager can only assist if you make them aware of the situation. Don't be a hero and ask for help when you need it. So far, we have discussed why customer service is important, the image of the store, what exceptional customer service looks, and how to interact with a difficult customer. Now let's look at the programs and services that not only differentiates your pharmacy from the competition, but importantly supports the customer in their shopping experience and patient care. Customers expect all staff to be aware of the various products and services available, regardless of what department you work in. Every team member plays an important role in ensuring they have an appropriate knowledge base to direct a customer to the right team member. The next few slides will review the common products and services many PharmaSave stores offer. Let's start off with reviewing common pharmacy services. IVR. IVR Solutions improves patient experience and efficiencies within a pharmacy's workflow by automatically answering phone calls and intaking prescription refills 24/7, including peak and off hours. Our PharmaSave app. eCare allows patients to better manage their health through online access or via the PharmaSave app by providing access to their medication history, refills, sending in new prescriptions, or transfers to their local PharmaSave store. Medline at PharmaSave is a collection of services to achieve medication adherence. The three main services involved in increasing adherence include medication synchronization, medication reviews, and blister packaging. Further to this, the appointment-based model, or ABM, is a great system to increase patient adherence, improve pharmacy workflow, and increase the pharmacy revenue overall. The ABM is simply a collection of pre-scheduled activities, such as calling the patient 5 to 7 days ahead of their medications running out, including ongoing appointments with patients. Prescribe IT. Prescribe IT is a Canadian government-funded organization that connects pharmacies and prescribers and provides safer and more effective medication management by enabling prescribers to transmit a prescription electronically between a prescriber's electronic medical record to the pharmacy management system of the patient's pharmacy of choice. This program is currently available in Ontario and in New Brunswick. Vaccinations and other injected medications. Pharmacists can assess, prescribe, and inject various immunizations and other medications depending on the scope of practice in their respective province of practice. Pharmacy teams are encouraged to ask their patients if they have obtained their routine immunization or require any injection services, and should there be any gaps, help them fill these in. If this is out of scope for the pharmacist, refer to the patient to their physician if they have one. Please note, not all immunizations are publicly funded. Therefore, depending on the injection, there may be an out-of-pocket charge to the patient. COVID testing. Depending on the province, the COVID testing programs offered by pharmacies vary. Ontario has the broadest program offerings, with PEI having little to no access to service these offerings. Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, and New Brunswick have unique programs as well. Pharmacy teams are encouraged to understand and communicate their particular service offerings. Medication reviews. Each province has some form of medication review program offered by pharmacy. MedsCheck in Ontario, PharmaCheck in New Brunswick, Medication Review in Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. Regardless of the name of the program, this is a one-on-one appointment between patient and pharmacist whereby all medications, prescriptions, OTC, supplements, lifestyle factors are reviewed in combination with a follow-up on their current medical conditions. Any medication related issues or conditions and concerns are identified, and updated therapeutic care plans are developed along with the follow-up and communication plan of the patient and their physician. The overall goal of a medication review is to ensure the medications are having a positive health outcome with minimized side effects. Niche categories are extremely important for independent practice as a key differentiator in the community. These are services outside those of the traditionally reimbursed by the Ministry of Health. However, can include some specific reimbursable services as part of the program offering. An example would be diabetes. As a niche category, pharmacies can provide customized support to their type 1 and type 2 diabetic patients, including glucose monitoring and HbA1c testing. As part of the program, pharmacies can incorporate a medication review specific to diabetes. And finally, drug information system and electronic health record access. Depending on the province, pharmacists have access to the provincial drug information and/or electronic meth records. With patient consent, pharmacists can look up additional drug, health-related information, and/or lab values upon which to make better informed clinical decisions to the patient. For the front shop, here is a sample list of the programs and services that PharmaSave has to offer. PharmaSave brand, signage, flyer and promotional events, rewards in Ontario, air miles in Atlantic, email collection and marketing, digital platforms including Facebook, Flip, Instagram, microsites, and e-commerce. PharmaSave brand is our private label that only PharmaSave stores carry. Stores have access to a full line of industry-leading private label products of over 700 SKUs. PharmaSave is a competitively priced and 100% guaranteed product. PharmaSave products offer quality, savings, and trust. Our PharmaSave brand is very important for many reasons, including greater margin, brand recognition, and repeat purchases. Be sure to suggest the PharmaSave brand if there is one available. Be sure to try the products yourself. It's always good to be able to recommend a product if you've tried it as well. It's important to note, and we want to draw attention to the satisfaction guarantee on the PharmaSave brand products. We mentioned earlier this is a common complaint we get at the Regent office. Customers can return most open PharmaSave brand products with receipt. Within 15 days, some exceptions apply. This may fall outside of your store's regular return exchange policy, so it's important to keep this distinction in mind when a customer requests a return or exchange. Promotional signage is another way to provide great customer service. Shelf talkers and labels work as attention seekers for the product. As the name suggests, they do the talking to the customer and is intended to encourage purchases. Here are a few guidelines. Please, no handwritten signs. It isn't necessary and it's not professional. Use three-way clips and not tape to place the talkers on the shelf. Use magic frame for windows and not tape. These are readily available to purchase and inexpensive. This makes a much more professional presentation on the front windows. There are many options to choose from, and you are encouraged to use appropriately. Here are some examples on the slide. Ultimately, we want to entice the customers to shop and add to their basket. Promotional events are part of the customer experience as well. Here are some of the promotional events that run throughout the year. Your store will be advised well ahead of these events and are provided a calendar to keep track of the activity. Encourage customers to visit your store and consider placing these events on your social media platforms. Some of these events include Customer Appreciation Day, rewards events in Ontario, air miles in Atlantic, ongoing email acquisition campaigns, sweepstakes, brand initiatives, media and public relations, Seniors Day at 20% off, and the Daffodil campaign. All stores should be participating in a loyalty program. In Ontario, the program is PharmaSave Rewards, and in Atlantic, it's the Air Miles program. These programs allow customers to earn points on store purchases. Unlike the Air Miles card, where a customer can use the same card in more than one PharmaSave store, in Ontario, the PharmaSave Rewards card is specific to a store. Ontario customers who shop in more than one PharmaSave store will need a card for each store they shop in. Digital platforms. To support your store, we offer a full complement of marketing resources, including digital marketing tools, print resources, and access to customized support pieces. Be sure to find the app on Flip to fully understand your customer's experience. Also, don't underestimate your seniors customers. They are more up to date than you might think with technology. Are you on social media? If not, start adding this to your marketing mix. There is lots of assistance from the national and region teams to get this up and running. Somewhat new to PharmaSave is the introduction of e-commerce, an online shopping option for PharmaSave customers. More and more stores are adding this program to widen this customer's shopping experience. If this program is active in your store, be sure to become familiar to support customers in their shopping experience. This was a high-level overview of the most common programs many PharmaSave stores offer. Spend time to review and get to know the various offerings that your store provides. To summarize, here are the key points to remember to ensure your customer has the best experience. Be proud of the store and its appearance. Be kind, be knowledgeable, and enjoy yourself with customers. Remember to smile. The image of your store matters. How you interact with your customers matter. How you interact with each other matters. Knowing your products, services, and programs matter. Making it right for your customers matters. The best customer service experience, the more repeat customers you will have. Customers expect a hassle-free shopping experience in a clean and inviting stores served from friendly staff. As we mentioned at the top of this video, as a next step, your store owner or manager should review with you your store specifics as it relates to this topic to further enhance and support your customer service. This may be done one-on-one or in a group setting in a staff meeting. Some of the topics to cover might include discuss store policies and guidelines for all areas of the business that pertain with customer service, the importance of maintaining a strong store image, review the strengths and benefits of the various programs and services the store offers, and share customer experience moments with staff. They can be teachable moments. In closing, we want to thank you for taking time to listen to our customer service presentation. Remember, programs don't run businesses, people do. Together, each and every one of you make your PharmaSave store the best drugstore in your community. Thank you for being part of the PharmaSave team and for being part of Canada's best community pharmacy.